Week number five. It's the fifth podcast of what was almost the MR podcast this afternoon. Well, we performed the podcast, we just didn't tape it.
Yeah, I was really late today.
And
really late.
We're going to have the GM podcast tonight.
Yeah, GM Ray was here, but I was so late. Just as I arrived, they were going home.
Yes.
They were taking Ray home. So, 15 weeks to Comic-Con.
Yeah, and only 2 weeks till the Screamorama.
1 week.
Well, next week will be 1 week.
No, well,
because it's the 1st.
Yeah.
The next week is the 8th.
Okay.
And it's on the 15th.
Ah, the 15th. Dun, dun, dun.
They've announced the show times for the movies.
Okay, let's run those down for the peoples.
9 p.m. we start with My Bloody Valentine. 10:40, the Peter Jackson classic Dead Alive. Followed by a 12:20 a.m. showing of Phantasm.
Nice, nice.
2 a.m. brings us Christine. 4 a.m. Wreck. 5:20 a.m. The Manitou.
Nah, you really got to stick around. You want to see the Manitou.
And at 7 a.m. Creep Show. Creep Show at 7 in the morning
Sure
to wrap
pick up
things
those
up.
5-hour energies.
You're going to need it. You might need 2.5 bottles of that.
You ever watch Workaholics?
No, but I've heard good things.
Oh, it's hilarious. This guy was trying to stay up something. He like fill a whole big jug full of those 5-hour energies.
Oh.
I'm on 292 hours or something like that. Obviously would have been more rounded numbers because they're 5-hour energies, but
Ouch.
it's just crazy.
Instant lockjaw. I drank 5-hour energy drinks for a couple days.
Can you imagine filling a purse buster full?
Oh, no. Instant comatose. And that's the part where the microphones went screwy. We now continue for the remainder of the GMR Podcast number 5 with our live podcast simulcast of End of Television number 244. All right, back again. It's the End of Television. Hello. Number 244 tonight. I seem to be the only one here currently, but other people are on the way. I was giving not very good directions at how to get out of the parking lot, but thankfully, no cars were scratched. No cars even really came that close to each other, but you know when you're pulling out, it looks like you could be about ready to smack into the car or the person. But we figured it out. My car is in a parking spot, and everybody else got to go home, and their cars are safe. What I had long feared would happen has happened. The sidewalk in front of the studio has been torn up. The bricks have thankfully been saved. Hopefully they can turn it into some sort of art exhibit. I would love for those to be preserved. That was our own walk of fame, and we didn't even have to pay for the stars or pay for the upkeep. We just put our names in it when the cement was wet, and we really weren't supposed to. And a lot of those people aren't even around anymore, so it's kind of historical, I thought. Last night's podcast, about 2 minutes into it, the mics went completely wonky, and it just sounds horrible. So I thought tonight we might try to recreate that podcast on the show, and then I can just take the sound from this, put it up as the replacement podcast. Okay, now here comes Mark Brady. So as I was telling the people at home last night, when I listened to the podcast back, about 2 minutes into it, the microphones went completely screwed up, and so last night's podcast is you can hear it, but everybody's voices sound really robotic, and it's distorted. So I think we're better off just trying to recreate it. And I figured we could recreate it here on the show. And then I can just take the sound from this and put that up and call it podcast number 5. Because why do the same show 3 times within the same 24-hour time period?
Practice.
Exactly. I don't feel like, doing another podcast after this, but I figure we can cheat and do it on the air. But yeah,
and since I wasn't there,
on the cable, then you get to be a part of it.
That's right. And Gene will be here shortly.
Gene will be here shortly, and
right. He just has to get some food into his gut.
That's always important. I had food today as well.
Exactly.
I even took notes.
I've had coffee.
Oh, coffee works. I took notes from the podcast from what I could hear, and I figured if I could, prod Gene along, he might recreate the entire podcast for us.
Number 4 was so unbelievably clear.
We almost did the podcast without Gene last night. It would have been the Marty and Ray podcast.
Wow.
Actually, we did do it. We just didn't record it.
Ah, man. Well then, okay. Well then, how can you? But you didn't know you weren't recording, right?
Well, basically, our conversation that we had could have been a podcast. It's just we never, we didn't have the mics hooked up. And we thought Gene would be all like, "What?" It's called the GMR Podcast.
So it was pod syncing.
Exactly. I thought we might do half of it and then Gene do the other half. But no, he showed up and we did it and it was ruined. I could post it, but it just sounds so bad. People were bitching about how episode 1 sounded. They don't want to hear what that sounded like. But I know what I did wrong, so it won't happen again.
The audio really sucked, man.
No microphone.
Well, exactly. But you got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
I mean, come on. Rome was built over the weekend. It took more than a day, but it was like a weekend project, and boom, there it is.
That's right. Well, I would start recreating that podcast for you, but can't do that yet because somebody's not here. They're eating, and eating is important. It's always better to eat before the show than after the show. I've done enough TV and other things to I can genuinely say it's better to eat first.
Yeah, you should eat first because then you're not preoccupied with being hungry because that tends to take over your thinking.
Yeah, you turn into Joe Pesci.
You can't help it but thinking, damn it, I'm hungry. I got to eat.
This is bad.
I got to have something.
It was actually very nice not to have to pick you guys up tonight because it reminded me when the show was later.
Yeah.
And I had time to just
relax.
Chill, and it's like, okay, I'm going to drive down there.
Well,
no skin of the teeth.
I didn't want you to have to go all the way out to Gene's.
He told me last night that you're going to be down here, so it's always good to reconfirm on those things.
Well, yeah, and since JJ, his band is they got this thing going on out at the Bashful Bandit tonight.
Oh yeah, that's still going on.
It's going on tonight's the first night.
I thought that was over in the afternoon.
In the lineup of bands, JJ's number 5. He's right in the middle. And so, and they sound tight. They did
Kevin, let's cut to that footage right now.
Yes,
let's
take it away.
Live sync over at the Bashful Bandit, and that would be nice.
Actually, JJ's supposed to give us a call later on. He's supposed to be calling in and what you call it? Give him a report.
It's only 2 weeks till the Screamo-Rama at the Loft. Now, we didn't know if you could make it because it's an odd time. It starts at 9 p.m. on Friday night, but then goes all the way until the Saturday morning when you would be on the bus driving over to Gene's. So we didn't know if you could get away later in the evening on Friday.
And that's what, in 2 weeks?
That's 2 weeks. That's the 15th.
Okay, the 15th. Well, let me ponder that one. That might be a doable thing.
We didn't know. So.
Okay, yeah, no, it's good to wonder these things because sometimes I wonder too. And now I'm going to have to wonder about it more often.
Yeah, Gene gave me money for the ticket last night. He's really going to do this, so.
Oh, for the Screamo-Rama?
Yeah, the 12-hour horror marathon. Yeah,
what was the last marathon we went to?
We did that a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Is that okay?
And Dusk Till Dawn was the last movie, and
yeah. I like that. I like Dusk Till Dawn.
Halloween they showed.
They're not gonna do that again, are they?
No, it's all different movies this time. The one we went to, we were doing the show while it was going on, so we had to leave during the first movie, come here, do TV,
Right.
picked you up, then
That's
we went
right.
back and we met that woman from Night of the Living Dead, and that's right.
That was crazy.
Then we watched Q, the Winged Serpent.
So actually, so this show's not going to be on the same night you're doing your show. So that's
No,
good.
yeah, it's good. They've put it in the middle of the month.
Yeah, I want to give
So-
it. I want to give a shout out to Steve, and we were just like over there. This guy plays fantastic music.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, super cool dude. Yeah, and Bad Town is the name of the band.
Ah.
Well, I didn't meet his band. I met him. You know, he's like over where we practice. There's the Gene right there.
There he is.
He's right behind us. He's out in the studio.
Gene has gotten lost in the corridors while searching for Robert. Maybe he got pie and coffee.
Oh, hey, is Dan here tonight?
So when Dilly Gaff plays the Harrigan show, I figure they should play this show the same night and just leave the stuff set up and bring twice as much pie and coffee. So tell us about those buses. You had to ride 9 buses yesterday,
God.
and it tied the amount of buses that you'd ever ridden before, but there was one more bus to be ridden.
That was the easiest bus to take because that was the
Home
last
stretch.
bus. So what's going on, phone caller? You know you're on the first live GMM podcast. Yeah, it's gonna be fluctuating, but it's gonna be hard to find. I guess just go GM podcast.
It's all under GMR Podcast on
He has
YouTube.
no idea what we're talking about.
We changed the name within the show, but we always call it
Anyway,
GMR.
you could
So
tack that on there, dude.
Yeah,
right now.
like Ray said,
While we're
don't
doing
give
that.
up on him. He's
So-
gonna
so
keep
caller,
coming
what's on
down
your
for the
mind?
podcast. Well, we don't even need callers. We got
Well,
more
no,
than
I
a
think
half
the guy's
hour of
still there,
material
isn't
to
he?
get through here.
Oh no, he's gone.
So 9 buses.
Hey, thanks for calling though. That was
Man,
pretty cool.
I got some calls to make.
You gonna make a call?
I need to make a call right now. See
You
what's
do?
happening at the.
Did you find that number you were looking for?
I have no idea what happened to that notebook.
It wasn't on that sheet of cardboard that you handed to me earlier. And
No, there were only 2 numbers on that, Mark.
Okay. Yeah.
So we're jamming today. So phone callers, yeah, just
So on those buses, you were saying that you can't smoke your e-cigarette on the bus, but people can eat on the bus, and that's
they can eat
disgusting.
and drink.
Gets all over the
Exactly.
place.
Do.
Can you walk on the bus with a bowl of cereal pre-poured?
Exactly. That's the true test.
What if you fall on the bus driver and it gets all over
No,
the place?
no, you know
and-
what?
Gotta make sure there's a lot of sugar in there, so
I
it's all damn
guarantee you,
sticky.
you walk up with a bowl of cereal, loose bowl of cereal.
They're gonna tell you not to get on.
He's
board.
gonna say, "You got to dump that," because
Oh, yeah.
he knows what's gonna happen.
What if
He
you like
knows-
have the milk carton in your
No,
jacket and you sit
assemble,
down and
if you assemble it on the bus, you could probably get away with it for a while.
You
But
know,
as soon
remember-
as they hit that hard stop, boom! There
Now-
goes
now
there
Remember
goes
those
your
little
cereal.
boxes of cereal?
Oh, yeah.
Little ones you just like cut them and they pop
well,
open?
nobody would notice. I'm talking full on bowl.
Yeah, we're
and-
talking.
Oh,
you,
okay.
you just bring
Metal
your backpack. You bring your backpack, your bowl, your cereal, and your milk, and you just
Yeah,
assemble
put
it.
Put it together like in a big salad bowl, like they.
Yeah, exactly. But you go light up a cigarette, they're gonna throw you off that bus.
Yeah.
But you're
But I've
drinking
seen
your
people
soda.
smoke those electronic cigarettes.
Oh, sure, they're doing it on the sly, but you're not
I mean,
supposed to do
I guess
it.
it depends on the driver if he'll let you take
Well, if
soda
they
on there
notice
or
that
not.
yeah, if
How
they
can
notice.
you not notice it? Look, I mean, the guy's sitting there blowing
Because-
smoke rings. You know, I mean,
Because he's driving a bus. You know what?
no,
He's-
this was at the Ronstadt. We
What
hadn't
are you
even
talking
left yet.
about, dude?
The driver was like just sitting there in the thing, and he could see the kid was a kid, like I don't know, 20.
Well, then he probably just doesn't give a shit.
It's just vapor.
That's what I thought.
Like you
But
said, does it look like smoke?
does look like
for
smoke.
a second, and you realize
Like
it's
I
just
was,
vapor.
I was puffing the shit out of one. I know shit's not a bad word.
It
That's
has a lot more energy than last night's.
it does because tonight I'm off. It's like king of the stage, man. King of the stage. I would be there right now, but I had a prior commitment with this, and I guess it works
It
out
does,
because apparently yesterday's podcast went to shit.
We sound like robots, which is not a good thing.
I've listened to a couple
That's so
Steve
80s.
Tell 'em Steve Daves. I've listened to a couple Tell 'em Steve Daves where they've recorded the show twice.
Yeah.
And they get all the way through it and they realize, oh, none of this recorded.
Yep.
Right? Ming forgot to hit the freaking record. Or what? The Rutten record.
That's right. We'll be getting to that topic here in a bit.
Oh yeah. Well, let's make that. Can you make that phone call for me?
Okay, let's get. You ask for a phone call, you get a phone call.
I don't
Hello.
want to talk to these people.
I agree with the caller you got. Shit is not a bad word.
That's right.
I'm not a phone caller.
No, he's not a caller.
No.
Caller,
not
what
a-
did you think about the movie Rattlers? Because Gene over here watched the first part of it 3 times.
Whoever that caller is, other than you guys, if he's not a phone caller, then he's got a really bad mic because he sounds like he's talking to himself.
He's talking about me, and I'm holding the mic in the wrong. How does this sound?
Well, as long as it's...
Oh, there's only 2 of you? I thought there was a third person.
There is. There's 2 of us
There's
on,
a
on
multitude.
camera, and there's a third person over there who's just waving the mic up and down.
Oh.
But
Whoever
chooses
was
not
talking.
to actually be in
Yeah, I
front.
thought was a phone caller.
And still
Oh,
our
no,
power
bad mic.
rises.
No, you're
Or still our
actually
power
you're
grows.
the phone
Still
Excuse
my
caller,
power
which is really
grows.
I'm the phone caller. What were you talking about? Watching something or whatever?
It's called Rattlers, and these little kids fall in a snake pit in the beginning of the movie, and we kind of figured that they got what they deserved at that point, you know.
Well, if you fall in a snake pit,
End
you
of
know,
movie.
that's the end of it.
That was actually the beginning of the movie.
3-minute news bite on Channel 13. at
What
6.
year did it come out?
Sometime in the 70s.
I don't think I ever saw that
Well,
one.
if you watch Sunday at 4 a.m., you can watch the end of it. We're going to show it one more time there.
It's just called Rattlers?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Channel 20 at 4 o'clock in the morning on Monday.
Hey, 420.
I watch your show sometime, but
Wow.
usually, but what you're doing is just showing movies. What happened to the Pondo Theater?
Well, I'm glad you've noticed. We've actually started hosting the movies where we sit there and watch the movie with you now, so...
Yeah, and you interject little things here and there.
I figured it's something new. I could show shit that we already did, or we could create something new. There's no late-night movie hosts on anymore. There's no Scarewolf or Elvira or what.
Saturday
Dr. Scar.
Fright
Have you ever
Yeah.
shown Motel Hell?
Well, MGM owns that one. I just show public domain movies.
Oh.
Just that,
Yeah, we
you know,
got to do the free
crap.
stuff.
But we have fun with it. This summer we'll start riffing every movie that we show on there. So it's
What kind of
fun.
movies can you show?
You
He
know,
does Dallas. Can't do that
public
one.
domain.
public domain movies that
And-
nobody
Wait, that's
owns.
public domain. We
And
can do
movies,
that.
yeah, companies that have gone out of business and nobody bothered to buy up
Yeah.
the rights.
Like this movie Nemesis we're going to show during the summer. Nobody knows what that is. So, and it's not Star Trek, it's better.
Don't give it away. Just
No, we won't get too
surprise
much
the hell
away.
out of us.
But we're doing more interesting and fun things with the slot.
Oh. Yeah, okay. I was just kind of curious about that because sometimes I can't sleep and I'm up and I watch that shit.
Oh, nice. I was always wondering who's watching this. Somebody's got to be
I've
watching
actually
it.
I've turned it on a couple times too.
Nice.
There's that word again, shit.
Yeah, that's all right.
As long as it's not in excess, right?
Public access.
Well, you know,
This will
it's the
never
old
be seen
Toxicity
again.
slot.
I don't think the audio's out in the hallway. No one in the building is actually listening to any
No,
of
that-
this.
wait.
there's got to be
Could be
someone
home
master-
viewers, though.
master
There's-
control-
Yeah.
Well,
what
master
are they
control.
going to complain? They're going to call up here and be like,
You said the S word, you know.
Oh,
they
no.
don't. Unless
I
we
guess we'll
told
have
them
to
we
put you on
weren't
live at
supposed to
midnight.
say it, they wouldn't have any idea that it
You
was
know,
forbidden.
manure occurs when fecal matters.
You hear on regular TV, they even say shit. I remember an episode where they said shit about 98 times or something
Oh,
like
South Park.
That was South Park, yeah.
that. Yeah.
I don't think shit is one of the 7 deadly words anymore.
No,
No, they still
they can say bitch and all that.
Oh yeah.
And
You know,
is public access
and they say
really
whore and they
controlled
say all
by
this
the
other
FCC
shit, you know.
anyway? I don't think so. Or this place would have gone a long time ago. But most of them are. We're going to have brand new
Particularly.
Robert episodes coming up where you'll get
Hey.
to see his stage debut performance. He was in a production of A Christmas Carol last year in Chicago.
That's right, and he played Bob Cratchit.
Yeah.
Who did?
Robert Gonzalez.
It's awesome.
No kidding,
You're going to
really?
love it.
That's right. He's been building quite the resume.
Resume. Wow. That one right there. That one.
Then we won't know if he picks up.
Hello? Hello?
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Hey, bro, you're on TV, dude.
Yeah, no,
We got done playing. I'm in the back of the parking lot.
Yeah.
Finally loaded the equipment.
This is live coverage from Bashful Bandit for the
the king of the stage.
Wait, you're trying to tell me I'm live?
You're live.
Yeah. That's
Plus,
I already knew that, dude.
plus we're doing a special GMR podcast.
Yeah.
A live podcast. Yeah, we're doing a double thing here. So, how'd it go? What position did you guys go on now?
Should we introduce the caller? Caller, you want to
We
introduce
were
yourself?
number 3. Zero Defects is number 3.
Zero
This is-
defects.
This is JJ Styles from Zero
Right before us was Dead Chiefs.
Dead
Fucking
Chiefs.
Dead Chiefs, man. Those guys kick ass.
Wow.
Is that right?
Hell yeah, Dead
So how do
Chiefs
you
kick
think?
ass.
You think you're gonna position yourself tonight?
I don't know, man. I have no idea what to expect.
Well,
All I
hey,
know is it's a rocking good time.
hey, for
Right
the
on.
first night out, man.
Wait, doesn't it rocking? I meant rollicking. It's a rollicking good time.
Rollicking. Well, congratulations, man, on making third. You know, I mean that's pretty cool.
He's not
Okay,
third. He went on third.
Oh, you went on third. Oh, I thought you said you came.
Well,
in
they're
third.
still jamming. This thing's going on till like 9.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so okay. Well, it goes to
Cool,
show.
man.
My brain's not working.
Any other questions?
Well,
Maybe
you
the
got-
caller has one.
We got a phone caller. Maybe he has a question.
Hey, phone caller, you wanna find out what JJ Styles is up to?
My name is Robert Gonzalez.
Hey, Robert Gonzalez,
That's
how you
not
doing?
Robert. I'd know Robert if I heard Robert. That's not Robert. He'd go, hey, what's up? I'm motherfucking Rob 2D2. Yo, you fucking Robert Gonzalez. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. He'd be like that.
Something like
That ain't
Man,
no fucking Robert
yeah.
Gonzalez.
You know, there's
Fuck
a
you.
lot of Robert
Fuck you,
Gonzaleses in
poser.
the world, dude. You know,
Yeah,
maybe
he's
it's
not the
another
only one.
But
I
I
mean,
don't.
that name is not-
yeah, I'm with you, Jay. I don't believe that guy is named Robert Gonzalez at all. I think he's
Hey, why don't
posing.
you take the knot out of your shorts?
Confess.
Not out of my shorts. Yeah, that is Robert Gonzalez. That's his catchphrase. Take the knot out of your shorts. I remember first time I met him, he's like, "Take the knot out of your shorts, guy."
Does that all the time.
I remember stacking bottle caps on that motherfucker's head.
Oh yeah.
All right,
That's a
hey,
good
you got
video.
a light, man? You got a light?
You did, man. That's serious.
Son of a
light?
man.
You got a light?
Dude, I can't
Let's
find it, man.
Asking
I'm
the other phone caller for a
So
light.
we're live
Like
at the
you're-
Bashful Bandit right now,
You gotta
doing
hook
our
up.
podcast, the
Hook up
fifth,
with
the
Kevin
fifth
Sloan.
episode of the GMR Podcast on YouTube. How is the crowd?
They're excited, dude. They're very excited.
How many people you figure there? A couple hundred?
Dude.
Man, I gotta go party. I'll talk to you guys later. All right?
Hey,
Later, JJ.
Jay.
Yeah, don't get killed. It would break my heart.
Hey, do me a... Damn it. I was hoping maybe we could talk to Joseph. He could have passed the phone off to some of the other band members.
They're too busy.
But he's too busy partying, having
Too
a good
busy, they're having
time.
a great time, man. They got, 9 band lined up?
Bashful Bandit 10. I think there are 10 bands.
Okay, I got a question.
There you go.
What's your question?
Is the Bashful Bandit still a biker bar?
Good
It's up
question.
for sale, I've noticed.
I don't know. It used
I don't know. Right now it's a punk. It's a weird club. I don't know what's happening right now, but I don't know that it is. I think it's more of like a university bar now.
It used to be a damn kick-ass biker bar.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
get beat
remember
up
when
if
they
you
had
walk
that,
in there.
that 450,
I got another
350
question.
hanging up on
All
the
right,
front
question.
door?
Another question.
All right.
How accurate is the Sons of Anarchy on television? Is it pretty close to the way it really is?
He's talking to
The
you, Mark.
bikers?
I don't watch that show. I have no idea.
Anybody?
I like Ron Perlman, but I've never seen this show.
Anybody that is watching that watches the Sons of Anarchy call up and tell me how accurate it is.
All right, in the next, you have 8 minutes to do that.
That's
8
right.
minutes.
So if you want to help this caller out and figure out
Before a speed call.
Google it.
Oh yeah, we're getting close to
Call
speed
Green
call.
Dome.
We don't get enough calls to get speed call.
No. Speed call, that ended a long
All
time
right,
ago.
so we got
Marty. This is Eddie Roach.
Hey, it's Eddie. We were
Hey,
talking
Eddie,
about
what's
if
up?
you might be down here. So
I was going to go over there, but you're what? You got 8 minutes left?
yeah, we're almost done tonight. So.
Yeah, but you know what? You're still on.
Firefly
You're
and
through the
Jimmy
phone
Carter.
anyway. You're here.
That sounds like a winner. Hey, man, have you heard anything about Robert? I did my impression earlier.
Well,
Oh,
Robert,
that was you?
Robert sent some new footage, so you'll be seeing a Robert unplugged performance. First time I've ever seen Robert play an acoustic guitar, and you'll also be seeing Robert as Bob Cratchit in A Christmas Carol, coming soon to Robert's Wednesday at 1 a.m. time slot.
Interesting. Hey, do you think he's going to be watching this?
He might be listening to this, since this will double as a podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, Robert, guess who's coming to Tucson? DRI.
DRI coming back. That's good to hear. That always makes me happy to hear that Spike's doing better.
Yeah,
Because I
Spike,
figure if they're
he's doing
touring,
good.
he
Me and
must be
Angelica
doing
got
all
to
right.
talk to him last time he was in town.
Oh, cool.
Buenos nachos.
So what we got left now?
Well,
Time.
we're winding down. This is a very
Podcasting.
action-packed program.
7:23 and 32 seconds.
See notes. We had notes tonight.
You know, and they were it was a nice clean font, even though it was a little bit small, but it was like comic book size font. You know, where you could read. I could read it quite clearly.
Oh shit, we're still on.
We're still on. I think we still got like
2 or 3 minutes.
an hour has almost gone by. Your show's an hour, right? Or am
Yeah.
I making that up? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
58 minutes and 30 seconds.
58
So they
minutes.
can
That's
show
right.
promos.
That's right.
6:30 should take it to 6:28 and 10, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
58
I
minutes?
say we just play
58.
Dilly Gap videos to the end of the show and we just walk out, dude.
So let's throw the
Walk-
mics on the floor
what the fuck,
first and
walk
just
outta
walk
here.
out. And see if anybody bothers to come in and fade to black or turn it off. Just walk off.
Let's go hunt down that Harrigan son of a bitch and find the pie.
Where's the
We
fudge?
should hunt 'em. Yeah,
Fudge.
where the
Yeah,
heck
they
is
promised us fudge, man.
that? His mom makes some of the best fudge. It's
It's
really
okay.
quite
It's good. It's very
We
tasty.
still have a
It's
dead
tasty.
bee back here.
And she makes like batches and batches and batches of what now?
You know, maybe that bee did come from the hole in the wall. Now that I think about it.
That hole? There's a big ass hole right down there.
Where's the bee? There's a bee?
Next
There's a
episode,
dead
beginning
bee
of
back
April, we will do like Al Capone's vaults where we dig into that hole bigger. See just what is back there. If we
It's going
can
to be
find
fun,
the
By
folks.
then, and by then the bee should be in an archaeological state of preservation.
I
So
like the idea of combining the podcast with the end of television.
Makes sense.
Because these things, these end of televisions are truly the end of that episode because no one ever, there's no replay.
Yeah.
That's right.
And now
So,
there is a replay of
Now it's immortalized forever on YouTube.
Yeah, it serves a purpose.
I should have shaved my
Well,
beard off. Man.
Mark did shave, but you just can't see it.
Yeah, well,
It's like the night that Robert got a haircut and then we pulled the wig off of him.
yeah.
It was
I have
funny.
no
'cause
idea what you're talking about.
we had this really horrible wig and we put it on Robert and people were like, "You need to get a haircut." And I'm like, "Oh yeah." And I pulled the wig off and he had a haircut under it and the caller was like, "Oh, Robert, you look good, man." It was funny. Yeah, that was right before Robert went on world tour 12 years ago. Robert's been doing his show 18 years.
He's doing Ebenezer, you said?
And in March is the 15-year
No, he
anniversary of Call Me Crazy show too. So
Wow, 15
no, he
years.
wasn't Scrooge. He was Bob Cratchit, the clerk.
The clerk. Ah.
Which is a pretty
Well, then he's going to be playing a very likable character.
Yes,
So it's not like he's
he's
being
building a
being
resume.
a dickhead.
resume. That's the word we were.
First he
we're
was on
trying to use.
Boss, and then he's doing stage performances. So
He's really stepped his game up.
yes, it's good. If you're in
Hope you're out
Chicago,
there
you should be
listening
doing
to
stuff.
this, Robert, because
Yeah, Robert,
we're all
proud of you,
supporting
dude,
you, man.
Exactly.
More
We're
power
proud
to
of you.
I can't wait to see what
You crazy son of a
what
bitch.
you've done. Haunted
Right
me,
now,
man.
it's
This whole
7:28
building's hot.
here in Tucson, Arizona. This is GMR Podcast signing out.
Into television.
The end of television,
Saying see you in
GMR
April.
Podcast combined.
Or if you podcast, we'll see it.
We're
you'll
going
hear
to
us
Comic Con
next
in
week.
15 weeks.
That's right.
We're going to see you all there. We're going to be signing autographs.
Comic-Con rules, man.
Plus the movies. You didn't write down the
Good night.
movies.